seen with popular shows such as Criminal Minds and movies like The Silence of the Lambs and American Psycho, the subject of serial killers is very intriguing to audiences. We took advantage of this fact by also having our movie focus on a serial killer. Our movie is different in the sense that the killer is known from the very beginning, and the mystery focuses on if and when he will get caught rather than his identity. We also had him seek out help by going to a therapist. Even though it is suggested by his boss that he take therapy, he is genuinely interested in fixing his irritability. His mental illness, however, causes him to misinterpret Justine's advice, and he goes back to his method of relieving stress. My partner and I also decided to address the homosexual community by having our third victim be a lesbian. Part of the reason why we chose to have her be of this sexual orientation is that we both agreed that her partner, a woman, would be more focused on her safety when George would pretend to help search for her later in the movie, whereas a male partner would likely be more suspicious of George's intentions. As we learned in class, it is very rare for homosexual characters to be in film without having their storyline focus on their sexuality. Because of this, we decided to go against this stigma, as the storyline does not focus on the nature of these characters' relationship at all, other than the fact that it exists. In terms of plot, we tried to make it so that the events that happened to them could just as easily happen to a heterosexual couple. Serial killers are a hot topic. As found in my online poll, many people enjoy the suspense that comes with watching a thriller, and the adrenaline that comes with it. In addition to that, some claim to enjoy the way that thriller movies, horror ones in particular, satisfy their dark side. The movie also has a slight air of mystery to it, which we would convey in the previews for it. This way, the audience is not bored with a common storyline. Assuming that we were independently producing our film, we would most likely need to make a deal with a larger distribution company, such as the one between Warner Bros. And Alcon Entertainment. Currently, two major mediums for advertising for film are television and the internet. We would advertise by putting the previews on television and on YouTube, as well as creating a website, Twitter, and Facebook page for the movie. After hitting theaters, the movie would eventually be released to DVD, Blu-ray, and digital. I've had previous experience with filmmaking before this year, so I had an advantage when it came to the production process. This does not mean that I did not learn anything, however. I've become much more aware of continuity errors and how to fix them. For example, while filming the therapy session scene, I noticed that a sign saying principal's office was visible in the background of some of our shots. Luckily, we realized this while we were still filming, so we were able to move our actors and reshoot the scene. This project has also made me much more aware of the importance of mise-en-scene and how it can affect a film. We paid careful attention to our costume choices for the film, which helped establish the characters' background stories. We also paid attention to symbolism, such as having George use a red pen to symbolize blood. When it comes to editing, I've become much more particular when cutting things and adding transitions. I tried extremely hard to make sure that the sound started and ended at the exact second that we wanted it to, especially when it came to music. We also had to play around a bit when it came to the lengths of transitions, because we wanted to have a balance between having too many transitions and having too much variation. The major piece of technology that I learned how to use is the Weebly website itself. I had never run a blog or website before, so this was an extremely new and overwhelming concept at first. But as time went on, and I added more and more posts to the website, I found that it was actually fairly easy to navigate. For our editing software, we used Premiere Pro. At first, we were having difficulty uploading our footage to the school computer, so my partner, Linnea, had the idea to download a free trial of the program to her laptop. This allowed us to edit more quickly without computer glitches, and it also made it possible to edit outside of the classroom. The camera that we used also had a feature that allowed us to film in black and white, which saved a lot of time in editing. It also had the ability to take pictures, as well as video, so not all of our images had to be taken by a cell phone. Overall, I am very happy with how this project turned out.